Welcome to the podcast. So today is another episode. It's the start of season 5. It's been a while since my last episode in season 4. But for this season, I'm going to be discussing topics all about human resource management. Some of them all about recruitment. We discussed things about 201 files, timekeeping, payroll, up to KPI, and performance management. But I'm excited to do this because this season I'm gonna be doing this with my daughter. She's gonna be my co-host for this season and hopefully consistently in the next coming seasons. Her name is Fiona Sherry Hilario. So Fiona, good morning. Welcome to the Digital Transformation Academy. My name is Dennis Hilario and I'm here to help you in your digital transformation journey. Let the show begin.
Hi guys, good morning.
Hello.
I'm Fiona.
I'm excited to do this with you for the first time. You're gonna be doing a podcast in Andito Pilitan, ha? So yeah. I hope you're doing this gladly and
I am being forced.
No, so sige, tell us something about yourself for the audience.
Hi guys, I'm Fiona. I'm 18. I'm about to enter college actually in my dream university, Ateneo. Mm-hmm. The course I chose in that school is Comtech Management. Okay. So in the field of marketing and business. What's keeping me busy these past few months is reading, working out, and volunteering at church, and doing this with my dad now.
Okay, so yeah. what do you expect to get from college?
From college, hopefully, job, of course, job. Or
do you have a dream job in mind, ba? Or
just something along marketing, digital marketing.
Digital marketing. Well, to be honest, guys. She's the one executing some of my content in social media for my personal brand and even for our company HCore/Hillsoft. Okay, so again, I'm excited to do this. By the way, today is Friday, June 25. Hopefully, consistently, we're gonna be doing these podcast episodes every Friday. So expect to have this every Friday. And lately, I have not been posting episodes because I've been busy with so much stuff in our company doing the business process automation. Okay, so let's jump right to the main topic. Okay, our main topic today is about recruitment, about top 5 interview questions for programmers. Programmers because that's the nature of business now. We're doing software development.
Yeah.
So, but these questions naman can also apply or may also apply to other positions, no? Even admin, accounting, whatnot. So, siguro a little backstory. I started the business when I was 21. But when I was 20, I think I was 22 when I first started to recruit and interview people. So, I was really young at the time. Right now, you're 18, di ba?
Yeah.
22 is like I just graduated from college. And supposedly, I'm the one, I'm the interviewee. But I was forced to be the interviewer and have no knowledge about interviewing. So I was the one nervous when doing the interview. No, I was not trained to do it. No guide at all, but purely experience. No. At that time, Job Street. Are you familiar with Job Street, Fiona?
No, actually, I've heard of it.
Job Street is actually the platform that people use in recruitment.
Okay.
So as an applicant, they're the ones, and you can use that platform to look for open positions, and then we have an employee platform there where you can check applicants. No. I think right now there's more or less parang dumami na yung naging platform. We have the Indeed and even Facebook.
Oh, so this used to be the platform like way before.
Yes, JobStreet. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it still is the number one platform in job application. But marami nang lumabas na bago. Even Facebook right now, meron silang ganung klaseng feature in
Okay.
Facebook. No? Actually, at that time, yung show up rate ng interviewees was very high. Unlike now, yung mga
Yeah.
young, mga Gen Zs like you or the millennials, if you ask them or you set a schedule with them for an interview, ang show up rate ngayon mababa. Sabihin, I don't know with you guys. They are confirming the interview schedule, but
Okay.
they are not attending. So
I will be part of that percentage.
yeah, hopefully.
I'll show up.
Yeah. Kasi right now, since parang naging norm na yung video calls like this, Zoom.
Oh yeah.
So hindi na rin uso ang face-to-face interviews, no. Pero that's actually my question din, but kaya ang dami nagko-confirm, pero kasi kayo mga entitled eh.
You're not entitled. At least I'm not entitled. I'm not Gen Z.
All right.
Don't blame me.
Okay, so let's proceed. I have a list of questions with me each time I interview an applicant. So after 20 years in the software business, I have these top 5 questions ingrained in me up to now when I interview. So the first question is, what was the most difficult program or application you have developed so far? As a programmer, I'm asking a programmer, ano ba yung pinakamahirap niyang nagawang program before? And how many were you in the team? And what was your role? So pretty much, ang reason for asking that, kasi even if you're a fresh grad, you've been doing, or you're supposed to be doing some apps already.
Yeah.
So it might be a project in school or a sideline, a freelance project. So the purpose of that question is to assess the technical capability. Because if you're a student and I ask you that question and you don't know how to, you have not experienced doing an app,
Yeah.
then you'll see exactly you'll see right away if he or she is just nag-iimbento lang ng sagot, di ba? So like for example, paano niya ginawa yung design, what was the
Okay.
algorithm used, how did he work with the team. So doon natin makikita if the programmer is bright enough to be qualified in the position. Similar to other positions na kunyari hindi ka programmer, kunyari accounting staff. If I ask you what was the most difficult task na na-assign sa'yo before, you'll know exactly kasi by asking that question if may experience talaga siya or wala.
So you'll see their strengths and weaknesses here.
Yes, exactly. Pag the way he or she narrates the experience in doing difficult task, no. Yun. So that's the first. Go ahead. Sige, go.
What's a weakness that you're willing to accept and you're not willing to accept?
The weakness siguro is when, kasi sometimes when you interview people, you'll discern if he's a complainer.
Oh,
No?
okay.
So pag for example, he or she is complaining about her former company, so you see right away na it's a negative what you call impression already, if
Yeah.
he or she is a complainer. So I don't want to work with that. So siguro another weakness is if he or she tells me na he needs the employer to motivate him to work. He needs motivation sometimes, because sometimes I also ask that, do I need to motivate you when you
Yeah.
work with me? If he answer yes, then not really a negative impact, but there's a demerit already.
Yeah.
If he or she says yes, he needs
You should carry that already.
yeah, because motivation kasi is a battle within yourself,
Yeah.
You should be the one motivating yourself. You should be the one asking what's your purpose in working with this company or working with us
Yeah.
or working with the company. Okay, so
Okay.
that's my first question. Second question is, if I give, kasi, are you familiar with source codes?
No, I am not.
When you create an app, you have to like work on it and as a source code. Kumbaga, if
Yeah.
you're writing a Word document, so the content inside it is called the source. Okay.
Okay.
So different with the program, an app. If you make an app, there's a source. That's what you call a source code. So if you give you the source code of the app, what is your confidence level in learning it with minimal guidance? And how will you
Okay.
approach it? No, kasi sometimes or some people, they always rely on training. So I want to be trained first before I do this and that. But a good programmer, based on my experience, I am a programmer myself, is that if you give me the code, I can learn it by myself.
Okay.
I can digest the content, make some research online, and I can do it by myself. No.
So until what aspect of training are you able to give to them?
Well,
And then the rest they should be able to.
the first training that we give is the functionality of the app.
Okay.
Like for example, if you're talking about an accounting software, we will train you on how to use an accounting software.
Oh yeah.
But as a programmer kasi, you're not expected to know an accounting software because you're a programmer. Di ba? But, similar to an app, for example, a photo editor app, di ba? So
Yeah.
I can give you that and then I can train you first on how to use the photo editor app before you can edit the program, the software, di ba? But the software itself, again, if you're a good programmer, you don't need to be trained dun sa program itself because
Yeah.
if you're a good programmer,
That's
you
your
can
skill.
learn it by yourself.
Okay.
You know. Yun, so that's my second question. The third top question is if you are working on a current project, okay, then I disrupt you and insert an urgent task. So without adjusting the deadline, how would you answer me?
So this is more of like them being
A scenario.
flexible.
Yeah, it's like a scenario question, di ba?
Okay. Okay.
How would you react? So if I ask you, Fiona, if you're working on something and I give you a task, I insert a task. So without adjusting the deadline of your original task, I will tell you, please don't adjust the deadline of your original task, but I'm giving you this task on top of it. So how would you respond?
Oh.
Okay. So the reason for asking that is like I'd like to know exactly how the person reacts to pressure,
Yeah.
how the person reacts to conflicts and challenges, di ba? If the interviewee just simply answers, he will drop one and the other and then just do it the other one, then it shows that he or she doesn't have any
Doesn't care.
concern. He doesn't care, di ba?
Yeah.
But if the applicant says he will do it, but at the same time, no question asked, then it's also not a good sign because he just want to please the supervisor.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But if the interviewee asks why it is urgent and become honest and
Honest.
make some compromise, na I'll do this, but please take note that this will be affected.
Okay.
Or vice versa. No? Please help me which ones to prioritize. So, by answering in that manner, then makikita mo na meron siyang concern. At the same
Yeah.
time, he's willing to help and willing to grind.
Meet in the middle. with you.
Yeah, be a compromise and meet in the middle. Something like that. Ano. Ayun. So again, that's my third top question. My fourth top question is how would you give an estimate? If I ask you, hey Fiona, I'm gonna be giving you this task. How long do you think you can commit to
Okay.
do this? And why do I ask that question? So kasi an estimate is the amount of time or effort kasi to develop or do the task, di ba?
Yeah.
If the applicant asks for a detailed explanation, sa programming kasi may mga tinatawag na specifications, wireframe, or test script. So that will be the perfect answer if the person or interviewee asks for more variables or information about the tasks.
Yeah.
That's a good sign na hindi siya nanghuhula. No? So again, I asked that question to know or discern if the person is being honest or talagang
Would you know if the estimate's not realistic?
yeah, as a programmer, yes, because I'm a
Okay.
programmer myself. Yeah, actually, that's one of the challenges ng mga entrepreneurs na nasa tech industry pero wala masyadong tech knowledge.
They don't
no?
know. Yeah,
They
yeah.
don't know if the estimate is too long or too short or not realistic. You know. Ayun, so my last top question, but not the least, is what would you do if you know you will miss a deadline? Okay. So for me, the right answer there is to raise it right away to the supervisors or to the managers with an explanation. Kasi a lot of, based on my experience, a lot of programmers or developers, they don't notify the team that mamimiss niya yung deadline.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised na it's already the deadline, the date, and then you'll be surprised na hindi pala niya nagawa.
Okay.
No, so
So heads up always.
by asking that question, then that's already a precedent na if you work for us, you have to tell us na
Yeah.
if you're missing a deadline. So otherwise, so that we as the managers, we can work or help you on how to meet the deadline. For
Okay.
example, we can assign some of the tasks to another person, di ba? Or something like that. Ano. Ayun, so there you go. So those are my top 5 questions. In the meantime, I want to provide more value by introducing, kanina nabanggit ko yung Job Street. Ano? May bago ngayon, yung
Yeah.
Workkey.ph is actually a platform that meron siyang artificial intelligence portion. So if you want to be an early adopter, you can try it for free. And this post is brought to you by our own Snap Payroll. It's the only HRIS timekeeping and payroll application you'll ever need for your small business. So it's actually a payroll system for small businesses. Try it out, check it out. Snap Payroll, the link will be provided below. And yun, do you have other questions, Fiona?
Maybe among these questions for you, is there like the most important one or one where you're looking for a really good answer that can determine they're qualified?
To be honest with you, the probably first 2 or 3 sentences that the candidate express during an interview, I already know if he's...
That will set it off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I already know if... Siyempre, nakakaya lang magsabi na, na we just sat here and then we'll just call you, okay? So
Yeah.
sometimes I just invent questions.
But it builds an impression already.
Yeah, there's already always an initial impression.
If you were to add a 6th question, what would it be?
A 6th question?
Yeah.
Well, one important what do you call this? Parang trait that I'm looking for is yung being a team player.
Oh, okay.
So how well you work as a team. Another question is that if I ask your friends an impression of you, or what would they tell me about you?
Oh, okay.
So I ask you now, Fiona, if I ask your friends, what will they tell me about you?
They would say I'm the best friend ever.
Wow.
And perfect.
Really?
Nothing.
I thought I'm your best friend.
Oh. Never mind. But yeah, that's it. It's my questions.
Yon. So again, I'm so glad that I have you here as my co-host. I'm
Of
also
course.
hoping na the things that I ask you to research about, you also learn.
Yeah.
Kasi as you know, we are posting content, free content about business process automation, leadership, all about business. And well, later on, we can talk about productivity and personal stuff as well
Okay.
in this podcast. So I'm really excited to do this with you.
Uy, din.
I hope we can do this again next week and the coming
Yeah.
week and consistently. So you guys, if you find this valuable, please feel free to subscribe to this podcast and smash the like button in whatever platform you are consuming this so that you'll get notified in the future posts or episodes such as this. I think our next topic next week will be all about onboarding employees naman.
Okay.
So related pa rin sa human resource management. Okay, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you again next episode. DX Your Life and Business. Have a great day.